Hello, I'm Minister Doug, and this is Freedom Wings Ministries Corporation. Today we have Genesis chapter 37. So it's Genesis chapter 37 in the King James Bible. So anyway, what chapter 37 is about is Joseph and his brothers. Joseph, his brothers take him and they put him in a well, and they say, let's sell him. And they sell him, and he goes into slavery in Egypt, and his brothers bring back his cloth, his robe, to their father, and they have it covered with blood, and their father thinks that Joseph dies. And now what the lesson is, how can we love within a family? How can we love within a family? And yet, these brothers, who are a family, take their brother and sell him into slavery, and then announce to their father that he is dead. How could a family do that? What are the issues within family love? Think about that. What issues do you have within your family? Where you bicker, you argue, you fight. Would your siblings ever sell you? Would your siblings ever sell you? I don't know. I know we all frustrate each other as siblings. I'm the oldest in my family, and I have two younger sisters. But let's read the story, Genesis chapter 37, and you take it as you will. But I want you to think about family love, and arguments, and turmoils, and disruptiveness. How is it God can step in as Jesus in your life and help with all that turmoil, that anguish, all that aggression that you may have with relatives, siblings, parents, grandparents? Let's take out the equation of siblings and let's just put relatives and family. How is it that you can ease your mind of the turmoil and live within peace with Jesus? How can you ease your mind of turmoil and live within peace with Jesus? Let's read. Chapter 37, Genesis. And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah, and with the sons of Zephah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all the children, because he was the son of his old age. And he made him a coat of many colors. So Joseph has this coat, this cloth, woven, that he drapes over himself as his clothing, but it comes like a uniform, an identity, that he is this chosen one within his family, that he has elder pride. He has elder pride, as what it says is of his father's old age. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peacefully unto him. They hated him and could not speak peacefully unto him. So there's the relative hate within the family. Do you ask yourself something? Do you hate your relatives? Or do they just agitate you into thinking that you hate them? Can one truly hate those that it's born into love? Can one truly hate those that is born into love? In other words, your family you're born into, and you love them unconditionally no matter what. No matter how hard they may put you through anguishes of madness. let's see, section 5, number 37, Genesis. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he held it his brethren, and they hated him, and yet the more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright, and behold, your sheaves stood round about, and made absence to my sheaf, and made absence to my sheaf. Not quite sure. Let me read that again. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright, and behold, your sheaves stood around about, and made absence to my sheaf, and made absence to my sheaf. So just think about that. Made absence to my sheaf. What does that mean? The brothers did not love Joseph as they should have. Absence to my sheaf. Absence of love. Absence. Let's say the sheaf is a symbolization of family love. Absence of my sheaf. His brothers are all around, and they're showing no love to him. His brothers are all around, and they're showing no love to him. Number 8. And his brethren said unto him, Shalleth thou indeed reign over us? Or shalleth thou indeed have domain over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. For his dreams and for his words. So Joseph has a dream that he's going, as the oldest, he's going to run the family. So he has the dream that with his father's blessing, he is going to run the family. Going in the absence of my sheaf. Joseph says, I'm going to run the family someday. You're going to be my sheaf. You're going to be my sheaf. And his brothers say, no, we don't like you. We hate you. We feel that this is ridiculous. You're not going to be in charge of us. That's pretty much what it's saying here. And number 9, and he dreamed yet another dream, and told it to his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made absence to me. The 11 stars made absence to me. So he is saying, this earth, you as my family, as my brethren, you do not love me. I have this dream that you do not love me, that you do not care for me, but yet I care for you and the earth so deeply in which we live. I care for you and the earth so deeply and for which we live. Number 10, and he told it to his father and to his brethren, and his father rebuked him, and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee, to the earth? To thee, to the earth, shall we bow down to you? He's saying, because I am the oldest, thou shalt bow to me. Because I am the oldest, thou shalt bow to me. And his father and mother say, No. You're our son. You're our son. We shalln't bow to you. You bow to us. Number 11. And his brethren invade him to his father, observed in the saying. We read that, and his brethren invade him, but his father observed the saying. And his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, Do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, Here am I. And he said to him, Go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren, and well with thy flock, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. So we see Joseph, his father, sends him out to go inspect, so to speak, what is going on with his flock and his brothers. Number 15. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Donathan. And Joseph went after his brethren, and found them in Donathan. It's D-O-hyphen T-H-A-N, Donathan. Dothan. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, he conspired against him. They conspired against him to slay him. They conspired against him with the family hate. The brothers are saying, we gotta kill Joseph. We have to get rid of him. Our father loves him the most. He's gonna inherit the family. He's gonna inherit the family estate. He's going to inherit the family estate when our fathers pass, when our parents pass, so to speak. All right. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit. And we will say, Some evil beast has devoured him. Some evil beast has devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. We'll see what will become of his dreams. So his brothers plotting to crush his faith, Because what are dreams? They're inspirations to our hearts, our mind, our body, our soul. And we share our mind, our body, and soul with Christ, yes. So they're trying to take away Joseph's from the picture because his father is so close to him. His father puts a blessing on Joseph's soul as Joseph being the oldest, and the brothers don't like that. So the brothers say, we're going to take his dreams away. So his brothers say, we're going to take his dreams away. Number 20. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him and cast him into some pit, and we will say, Some evil beast has devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. Number 21. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. So they cast him into a pit. They're planning on casting him into a pit. This is their plans. They haven't done it yet. So anyway. And it came to pass when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him, his coat of many colors, the coat that his family, his father made for him and gave to him, his family royalty robe, his brothers strip him of it. And they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, there was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes, and looked, and behold, a company of Israelites came from Galilee with their camels, bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, What pit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? What profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? So if they kill him, they won't get anything out of it other than just killing him. And so the brothers are starting to think, well, we got him in this pit now. What can we do with him besides just kill him? So then there passed the Midianites merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Israelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt. So Joseph gets sold. They say, we're going to profit from kidnapping, from imprisoning our oldest brother, from imprisoning our oldest brother in the pit. We're going to profit. See, we get no profit if we just kill him, so we're going to sell him. So they sell him into slavery. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes. And he returned unto his brethren, and said, the child is not, and I, whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat, and killed a kid of the goats, and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father, and said, this have we found. Now know whether it be thy son's coat or no. And he knew it, and said, it is my son's coat. An evil beast has devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. And Jacob rent his clothes, and put sackcloth upon his loins, and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave unto my son's mourning. This his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt, unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's, and a captain of the guard, So he gets sold and is brought to Egypt as a slave, under the captain of the guard. And so, but Joseph's father refuses not to mourn. So his father is saying, that was my oldest son. He is gone. I can't believe he's gone. I refuse to just move on to my other sons in happiness and pleasure. My sadness, his father says, my sadness is uniquely within that of Joseph's passing. My sadness is uniquely within that of Joseph's passing. So anyway, so that's the story in Genesis 37. Now think about, how do you relate to your family? Would you be able to sell your relatives into slavery? I think we all fantasize about, getting rid of our brothers and our sisters, and, but how do you love relatives within the peace God gives you? How do you love relatives within the peace of mind God gives you? Within the peace of mind God gives you. Think about that. Many blessings, my friends. Many blessings.